In a great and mysterious forest, deep secrets lurked among the rustling leaves. In the heart of the forest, the shadows of an old and abandoned hut were full of hidden darkness. Those who walked around this hut claimed to hear strange noises, but no one dared to venture inside. One day, Emma, a brave girl, traveled deep into the forest. Curious, she made her way towards the hut. As her steps mingled with the dry sound of the leaves, the silence around her made her uneasy. When she reached the door of the hut, her heart began to beat rapidly. He pushed the door slowly and stepped inside, struggling against the darkness until his eyes adjusted to it. Once inside, he was greeted by a room full of dusty and forgotten items. Suddenly, he saw something moving in the corner of the hut. He became uneasy. Rubbing his eyes, he realized that a silhouette had appeared in the dark corner. As he stepped towards the silhouette, he suddenly heard a chilling scream. The shadow in the corner of the hut slowly began to transform into a human form. Emma's heart raced as she stepped back in fear. But the shadow followed her, and she turned and fled. In the dark and mysterious depths of the forest, Emma was forced to face the dark secrets of her past. But the more she ran, the more she felt the shadow following her. Eventually, at the end of the forest, a beach came into view, and she found an abandoned beach on the sands. But this place wasn't peaceful either. The sea was stormy, and the wind was erasing its tracks on the sand. Emma realized that the darkness of the forest stretched all the way to the beach. The shadows seemed to have her cornered. Suddenly, the dark shadow from the hut appeared on the beach. Emma realized she was being chased by the shadow, but there was nowhere to run. Just then, however, there was a flash of light. A torch on an old grave on the beach. Emma picked it up and lit the torch. She felt safe in the light of the torch, and the shadow was no longer there. Emma looked around but could not see the shadow. Finally, as the sun rose, Emma walked back along the beach. She was thankful that she was no longer lost in the forest. But what she had experienced that night had deeply affected her soul. The dark secrets of the forest would never leave her again. Translated with deepwell.com, free version.